everybody, Sari Cohen here. We are with Jake Horowitz, star of The Vast of Night. Jake, I want to jump right into your character because you play a DJ and a journalist of sorts, which is very close to my heart. Talk to me a little bit about your character and kind of the overall theme of the movie.
Great, yeah. I never thought of it. He totally is a kind of journalist. That makes sense, yeah. So he's a radio DJ from the 1950s. Rock and roll is relatively new. It's exciting. He's in charge of what his little town listens to from night to night, and he takes a lot of pride in that. He's sort of taken on this journey because a friend of his runs the switchboard in the town, and she hears this sort of otherworldly sound, and I'm the only other person she really knows who might have some sort of idea what that would be. So she calls me, and we try to follow the breadcrumbs of what this might be and what this might mean for the town.
I play Faye, and she's a 16-year-old switchboard operator in 1950s small town New Mexico. And her friend is Everett, and he's older than her, and he is the town's radio DJ. So Faye hears a weird sound kind of come over the switchboard, and she kind of loops Everett into, hearing it and listening to it and trying to figure out what it is. And they kind of go on this adventure over the course of a night, a very vast night, to find out what the sound is and, what it might be and what that might mean for them. So that's essentially a little wrap up of the movie.
You did a really good job at capturing the era too.
Thank you.
What was your process with that?
Well, the dialogue as you hear it in the movie is completely verbatim the way it was written in the script. Jake and I had the opportunity to really learn it and embody it and think about, the dialogue, the characters, all this stuff through rehearsal. And so by the time we got, in front of cameras, we had all of that, and we were able to really just naturally, organically sort of have this free flow of conversation and sort of chemistry and banter. So I think a lot of that is owed to rehearsal and just, how much I was able to collaborate and have fun with my co-star and my director.
YouTube is a lifesaver. I don't know where I would be without YouTube. There's just amazing footage of all these guys, these radio DJs, and the personas they had, the names they called themselves, the way that they talk and entertain people was so stark and so different. So I watched hours of that stuff. And then also when we were shooting in the hotel room, Andrew and Adam Dietrich and Melissa Kirkendall, the producers, they got me a reel-to-reel recorder from my room. And so I would just be able to do that, every day and get used to that and sort of, do what Everett's daily routine might be. That was the best kind of research is stuff like that. Yeah.
Certainly the movie calls to mind shows like The X-Files or Twilight Zone, but how would you describe it?
Yeah, I totally think it's like that. As an actor in it, it's more like being in a Linklater movie. It's more like being in a very realistic, it's so much walking and talking. There's a lot of just daily life. So from the inside, it really feels more like a really naturalistic movie that then all these sort of other elements and influences come in to make the sort of X-Files, Twilight Zone, Close Encounters of the Third Kind of movie that it ends up being. But yeah, from the inside, it feels sort of different. Yeah.
I thought it was really cool how you kept a little bit of levity, but it was also eerie. As an actor, how did you do that?
Well, I think a lot of that, I owe a lot of that to Andrew, the director, Jake, my co-star, and just, the wonderful sort of relationship that we all had on set and the wonderful environment that Andrew really cultivated for Jake and I to really feel like we could collaborate and experiment and just have a lot of fun with our characters. And I think a lot of that comes through in the movie, the fact that we had so much fun with these characters and with each other making it. I think it's able to be seen in the film.
So what is it that you think people are going to love most about the movie?
Well, I think, to me, the heart of the movie is being in the unknown and not knowing what's coming next. So I think for people now, for me, certainly that's kind of where we're all at. And I hope that people connect to that idea and kind of the heart of it. But I also just think that, you know, two kids searching for aliens is, you know, if you like movies, you like that. And it's just a kind of a classic, timeless thing that I hope people enjoy.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jake. Amazon Studios will release The Vast of Night on Prime Video on May 29th. I'm Sari Cohen. See you next time.